Welcome to the 80-20 principle. Achieve more with less. I am thrilled that you're joining me on this journey to uncover a way of living that can dramatically transform your life. Whether you're seeking more time, working toward your personal goals, or looking to achieve a higher degree of satisfaction in your life, this book can help guide you on that path. Who should read this book? This book is for anyone who feels they are constantly busy but not productive. It's for those who seek to do more in less time, for the dreamers, the goal-getters, and anyone who wants to bring more balance and fulfillment into their lives. If you're a student, a professional, a parent, or simply someone dedicated to personal growth, you'll find valuable insights in the chapters ahead. What you will learn. The 80-20 principle, achieve more with less, will help you harness the power of the 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle. This principle states that 80% of your results often come from just 20% of your efforts. In other words, a small portion of your activities leads to the majority of your successes. Through real-life examples, practical tips, and engaging exercises, you'll learn to identify your most impactful activities, reduce time-wasting tasks, focus on what truly matters to achieve your goals faster, make better decisions that will lead to a more efficient, happier life, develop strategies to implement the 80-20 principle in both your personal and professional lives. The book is organized into 12 chapters, each focusing on a different aspect of the principle. We'll start with the basics and gradually delve deeper into applying these concepts in various areas of your life. Chapter 1. Introduction. Understanding the 80-20 principle. This chapter introduces the 80-20 principle, explaining its origins and basic concept. It illustrates how focusing on the most important 20% can yield 80% of the results, setting the foundation for the rest of the book. Chapter 2. Identify your vital few. In this chapter, we'll learn how to identify the tasks, relationships, and activities that fall into the vital 20%. By recognizing these key areas, you can focus your efforts more effectively. Chapter 3. Eliminate the trivial many. Here we'll discuss how to minimize or eliminate the 80% of things that don't contribute significantly to your success. Learn practical ways to declutter and streamline your life. Chapter 4. Time management. Work smarter, not harder. This chapter focuses on managing your time to ensure that your days are optimally productive. Discover techniques to concentrate on high-impact tasks and avoid time wasters. Chapter 5. Set your priorities right. Learn how to set clear, focused priorities that align with your most important goals. Explore strategies for making decisions that keep you on the path to success. Chapter 6. Enhance productivity with less effort. Discover how to maximize your productivity by working efficiently. This chapter provides tips and tools for doing more with less effort and achieving better results. Chapter 7. Building effective habits. Developing good habits is crucial for maintaining the 80-20 principle in the long term. Learn how to build and sustain habits that drive success and eliminate those that don't. Chapter 8. The power of focus. Focus is essential for achieving more with less. This chapter outlines techniques for improving your concentration and avoiding distractions in a noisy world. Chapter 9. Leveraging your strengths. Understand how to identify and leverage your strengths within the framework of the 80-20 principle. Learn how to use your unique abilities to achieve maximum impact. Chapter 10. Creating a supportive environment. A supportive environment is crucial for success. This chapter discusses how to create surroundings and relationships that support your goals and make it easier to apply the 80-20 principle. Chapter 11. Applying the 80-20 principle to relationships. Relationships are a vital part of life. Learn how to focus on the 20% of relationships that bring you the most joy and success while managing or minimizing the impact of the rest. Chapter 12. Living a Balanced Life. The final chapter emphasizes the importance of balance. Explore ways to apply the 80-20 principle in all areas of your life, ensuring that you achieve success while maintaining harmony and well-being. By the end of this book, you will be equipped with a new mindset, one that allows you to work smarter, not harder. You will start to see significant changes as you apply these ideas, enabling you to live a more balanced, productive, and fulfilled life. So get comfortable, open your mind, and embark on this transformational journey. It's time to achieve more by doing less, and I am here to guide you every step of the way. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Introduction. Understanding the 80-20 Principle. Welcome to the wonderful world of the 80-20 Principle, a concept that has the power to transform your life. Whether you're looking to improve your career, health, relationships, or just want to find a better balance in your daily routine, understanding this principle is a great place to start. So, what exactly is the 80-20 Principle? What is the 80-20 Principle? The 80-20 Principle, also known as the Pareto Principle, was named after the Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto. In the early 20th century, Pareto observed that approximately 80% of the land in Italy was owned by just 20% of the population. He noted that this kind of imbalance could be seen in many other areas of life as well. Decades later, this observation was expanded into a broader principle. Roughly 80% of the results come from 20% of the efforts. Let's break it down with a simple example. Imagine you're in school and have 10 subjects to study. According to the 80-20 principle, 2 of these subjects will typically contribute to 80% of your overall performance or grades. If you focus more on these key subjects, you can significantly improve your overall performance without needing to work excessively on all 10. Why is this important? The 80-20 principle helps us focus on what truly matters. By identifying and concentrating on the vital 20%, you can achieve more with less effort. This principle applies not just to your professional life, but to personal aspects as well. For example, 20% of the people you know might account for 80% of your happiness and support. Investing your time and energy in these relationships can bring greater joy and fulfillment. Foundations for the rest of the book. This book is organized to guide you through understanding and applying the 80-20 principle across various facets of your life. Each chapter builds on the last, helping you to identify your most important goals, eliminate distractions, and focus your time and energy effectively. By the end, you'll have a toolkit of strategies to help you achieve your goals with less stress and more satisfaction. Real-life application. Let's relate it to a real-world scenario. Consider a small business owner who has 10 clients. Often 20% of these clients, let's say 2 of them, provide 80% of the revenue. By recognizing this, the business owner can invest more time and resources into nurturing and expanding relationships with these key clients, ensuring that the most valuable parts of their business get the attention they deserve. Setting the foundation. By embracing the 80-20 principle, you're setting a foundation for a more efficient and meaningful life. You'll find that when you prioritize the vital few over the trivial many, you'll not only achieve more, but also feel less overwhelmed. In the next chapter, we'll delve deeper into how to identify your vital few, helping you to pinpoint the specific 20% that makes the biggest impact in various areas of your life. Get ready to explore a new way of thinking and living that promises to make your efforts more rewarding. So, buckle up and get ready to embark on this transformative journey. Remember, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. Let's move forward and unlock the true potential of the 80-20 principle. Chapter 2. Identify your vital few. Welcome to Chapter 2. In this chapter, we'll dive deeper into the first big step of making the 80-20 principle work for you, identifying your vital few. By recognizing these key areas, the tasks, relationships, and activities that bring the greatest rewards, you can start to focus your efforts more effectively and see a significant impact on your life. The concept of the vital few. The 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle, suggests that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. But how do you find that golden 20%? The answer lies in identifying your vital few, the small fraction of activities and people that make the most significant difference in your life. Why identifying the vital few matters? Imagine you're running a business and you realize that a small number of clients bring in 80% of your revenue. Wouldn't it make sense to prioritize those clients? The same applies to your personal life. If you identify the tasks, relationships, and activities that contribute the most to your happiness, success, and well-being, you can focus more on what truly matters and less on what doesn't. Identifying vital tasks. Let's start with your tasks. Think about your daily routine. What tasks do you perform that have the most significant impact on your goals? Here are some examples. At work, maybe writing reports or closing sales are crucial tasks that lead to promotions or bonuses. At home, cooking healthy meals or spending quality time with family could be vital for your well-being. To identify your vital tasks, ask yourself, 1. What are my most important goals? 2. Which tasks contribute most directly to these goals? Write down your answers and focus on these tasks. Identifying key relationships. Relationships are another crucial area. Some relationships enhance your life, while others may drain your energy. Pay attention to supportive friends and family. Who encourages you and lifts you up? Mentors and colleagues. Who helps you grow and succeed? To identify vital relationships, consider 1. Who makes me feel valued and motivated? 2. Who contributes positively to my goals and happiness? Invest more time and energy in these relationships. Identifying important activities. Finally, look at your activities. Your hobbies, leisure activities, and recreational pursuits should add value and joy to your life. Evaluate. Learning and growth. Engaging in activities that expand your knowledge and skills. Relaxation and fun. Participating in activities that refresh and rejuvenate you. To identify vital activities, ask 1. Which activities bring me the most joy and fulfillment? 2. Which activities help me progress toward my long-term goals? Focus on activities that answer these questions positively. Practical steps to identify your vital few. 1. Track your time. For 1 week, keep a diary of your activities, tasks, and interactions. Note how much time you spend on each and how you feel afterward. 2. Analyze. At the end of the week, review your diary. Highlight the tasks, relationships, and activities that gave you the most value and satisfaction. 3. Prioritize. Make a list of your top tasks, key relationships, and important activities. These are your vital few. 4. Take action. Start shifting your focus and efforts toward these vital areas. Set aside specific times for important tasks, nurture key relationships, and prioritize meaningful activities. An example of identifying the vital few. Let's consider an example. Jane. Jane is a project manager at a tech company. She tracks her activities for a week and finds that out of 40 work hours, she spends 10 hours in meetings, which rarely lead to productive outcomes. She spends only 5 hours on staff training sessions and feedback, which result in significantly improved team performance and project success. In her personal life, she notices that spending an hour at the gym each morning gives her energy and focus for the entire day. Here's Jane's process. 1. Jane realizes staff training sessions are part of her vital tasks, while many meetings are not. 2. She identifies her relationship with her mentor as critical, as regular feedback sessions lead to career growth. 3. She prioritizes morning gym sessions because they improve her overall well-being. Jane shifts her focus to these vital few areas, resulting in better job performance, more career satisfaction, and improved personal health. Conclusion. Identifying your vital few is a powerful step toward achieving more with less. By focusing on the tasks, relationships, and activities that bring the most significant benefits, you can reduce wasted effort and increase your effectiveness in all areas of life. Take the time this week to track your activities, analyze what truly matters, and start prioritizing your vital few. Your journey to a more balanced, productive, and fulfilling life has just begun. Remember, it's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. In the next chapter, we will discuss how to eliminate the trivial many, so you can clear the path for your vital few to flourish. Keep moving forward. Chapter 3. Eliminate the trivial many. Welcome to Chapter 3. Now that we have a firm grasp of understanding the 80-20 principle and identifying your vital few, it is time to focus on eliminating the trivial many. These are the tasks, activities, and commitments that take up a lot of your time and energy, but don't contribute significantly to your success or happiness. Learning to minimize these distractions is key to maximizing your efficiency and living a more fulfilling life. The overflow of trivial many. We live in a world filled with distractions. Emails, social media, unimportant meetings, and countless other interruptions can easily consume the bulk of our day. It's crucial to recognize that these trivial things can take over if we let them. Storytime: Jack and his emails. Jack was a software developer who spent most of his day checking emails, attending unproductive meetings, and handling minor admin tasks. Although he was busy, he barely got any meaningful work done. His performance suffered, and he felt stressed every day. One day, Jack decided to apply the 80-20 principle. He realized that 80% of his effective work came from just 20% of his activities. Jack began to declutter his work life by eliminating the trivial tasks that didn't contribute to his success. This simple change transformed his productivity and overall happiness. Step-by-step guide to eliminate the trivial many. 1. Identify your trivial tasks. First, you need to figure out which activities fall into the trivial category. Ask yourself these questions. What tasks do I do daily that don't significantly impact my goals? Which activities drain my time but offer little or no return? Are there routines or commitments that I can let go of without any negative effects? Example: Sarah realized she was spending hours shopping online for items she didn't need. She decided to cut back on online browsing and shop only when necessary. 2. Prioritize what matters. After identifying the trivial, compare them with your vital few. Prioritize the important activities that directly align with your goals. Exercise. Write a list of daily tasks, then categorize them into high impact and low impact. Focus your time and energy on the high impact tasks. 3. Delegate or automate. If certain trivial tasks are unavoidable, consider delegating or automating them. Delegate. Assign these tasks to someone else who can do them more efficiently. Automate. Use technology to automate recurring tasks like bill payments or social media postings. Example: Emma started using a meal delivery service to save time she used to spend on preparing meals, enabling her to focus more on her art projects. 4. Set clear boundaries. Protect your time by setting boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no to commitments and requests that don't align with your priorities. Scenario: David was constantly interrupted by co-workers with non-urgent issues. He set office hours for questions and made it clear that outside those hours, he needed focused time for his vital tasks. Practical tips to declutter your life. Digital detox. Commit to periodic digital detox to reduce the time spent on social media and other non-essential apps. Batch processing. Group similar tasks together to save time. For example, respond to emails only during designated times instead of throughout the day. Physical decluttering. Clear your physical space of items you don't need. A tidy space can lead to a tidy mind. Reflect and adjust. Eliminating the trivial many is not a one-time event but a continuous process. Make it a habit to regularly review and adjust your routines to ensure you're focusing on what truly matters. Monthly review idea. At the end of each month, review your tasks. Identify what worked, what didn't, and make necessary tweaks. It will sharpen your focus and keep the trivial from creeping back in. Conclusion: a life less cluttered. By minimizing or eliminating the trivial many, you free up time and energy for the activities that truly matter. This chapter is an invitation to simplify your life, focus on what's important, and achieve more with less effort. Remember, life isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters more. So let go of the trivial many, focus on the essential few, and watch your productivity and happiness soar. Let's continue this journey towards a more balanced and fulfilling life in the next chapter, wherein we will dive into smart time management. Stay tuned. Chapter 4. Time management. Work smarter, not harder. Time is one thing we all have in common. We each get 24 hours in a day, no more and no less. Yet some people seem to get so much more done in the same amount of time. What's their secret? The answer lies in how they manage their time. The aim of this chapter is to help you understand how to manage your time effectively using the 80-20 principle, ensuring your days are optimally productive. We will look at techniques to focus on high-impact tasks and avoid time wasters. The concept of time management. Time management isn't about being busy, it's about being productive. It's not about doing more things, but doing things that matter. The 80-20 principle states that 80% of our results come from 20% of our efforts. Therefore, focusing on the most crucial tasks that yield the most results is the key. Prioritize your time. To work smarter, not harder, you need to identify and prioritize tasks that have the greatest impact. Here are some practical steps. 1. Make a to-do list. Write down everything you need to do. Then mark the tasks that align with your goals and will have the highest impact. 2. Use the Eisenhower box. This simple tool helps you decide on and prioritize tasks by urgency and importance. Divide your tasks into 4 categories. Urgent and important, do immediately. Important but not urgent, schedule to do later. Urgent but not important, delegate if possible. Not urgent and not important, eliminate. Focus on high-impact tasks. High-impact tasks are those that bring you closer to your goals. Instead of filling your day with small, less significant tasks, focus on big ones that make a real difference. For example, if you're trying to grow a business, spending time crafting a marketing plan is more impactful than tweaking the company website's design. Avoid time wasters. Time wasters are activities that don't contribute to your goals. Here's how to minimize them. 1. Limit social media. Allocate specific times during the day to check social media or emails rather than constantly checking them. 2. Turn off notifications. Constant notifications can disrupt your focus. Turn them off during your high-focus periods. 3. Say no. Sometimes the hardest yet most valuable skill is learning to say no. Saying no to low-priority tasks helps you focus on what truly matters. Batch tasks. Grouping similar tasks together can save time. For instance, designate specific times for answering emails, making phone calls, or running errands. This prevents task switching, which can be a big time waster. Imagine you're a professional writer. Instead of switching between email, meetings, and writing multiple times a day, you could set blocks of time for each task. You could spend your mornings writing while your mind is fresh, your afternoons answering emails, and schedule meetings later in the day. Use tools for efficiency. There are many tools designed to help you manage time more efficiently. Here are a few. 1. Task management software. Tools like Trello or Asana can help you prioritize and track your tasks. 2. Calendar apps. Schedule your day using Google Calendar or similar apps to ensure you allocate time for high-impact tasks. 3. Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This technique helps maintain high levels of focus. Take breaks. It might sound counterintuitive, but taking regular breaks boosts productivity. Breaks help prevent burnout and keep your mind sharp. Schedule short breaks after every hour of work, and ensure you take longer breaks to rest and recharge. Conclusion. Managing your time effectively using the 80-20 principle means concentrating on high-impact tasks and minimizing time wasters. By prioritizing your time, batching tasks, using tools and taking breaks, you'll work smarter, not harder, enhancing your productivity and achieving more with less effort. Remember, time management is not about cramming more into your day, but ensuring you spend your time on what truly matters. Focus on the 20% that drives 80% of your results, and you will find yourself achieving more than you ever thought possible. Chapter 5. Set your priorities right. Setting clear priorities is essential for achieving more with less. It's like choosing the most crucial pieces of a puzzle that will shape your desired picture. When you focus on what truly matters, you cut out distractions and maximize your effort. In this chapter, we'll learn how to set priorities that align with your most important goals and explore strategies for making decisions that lead you to success. Why priorities matter. Imagine you have a jar, a handful of large rocks, some pebbles and sand. To fit everything into the jar, you first put in the big rocks, then the pebbles, and finally, the sand. If you start with the sand, there will be no space for the rocks. The rocks represent your top priorities, the pebbles are less significant tasks, and the sand is the trivial stuff. Just like the jar, your life has limited space and time, so filling it with the big rocks first ensures there's room for what's truly important. Steps to setting the right priorities. 1. Identify your goals. Start with a clear picture of what you want to achieve. Write down your most important life goals. These could be related to your career, personal growth, family, health, or hobbies. For example, a goal could be to advance in your career by earning a promotion, maintaining good health by exercising regularly, or spending more quality time with your family. 2. Rank your goals. Once you've listed your goals, rank them in order of importance. Ask yourself, which goals will have the most positive impact on my life? Which ones align with my values and long-term vision? Let's say your ranked goals are 1. Career advancement, 2. Family time, 3. Health. 3. Break down goals into tasks. Divide each goal into smaller, actionable tasks. This makes them less overwhelming and easier to tackle. If your goal is career advancement, tasks might include completing additional training, seeking mentorship, or increasing productivity at work. 4. Assess urgency and importance. Not all tasks will carry the same weight. Use the Eisenhower matrix, a simple tool that helps categorize tasks based on their urgency and importance. 1. Important and urgent. 2. Important but not urgent. 3. Not important but urgent. 4. Not important and not urgent. For instance, preparing for a presentation due tomorrow falls in Quadrant 1. Planning long-term career moves might be in Quadrant 2. Checking social media might fall into Quadrant 4. 5. Create a priority plan. With your ranked goals and task breakdown, it's time to create a tangible plan. Schedule tasks in your calendar focusing on quadrant 1 and 2 activities first. Reserve time slots for your most important tasks. For example, dedicate 30 minutes each day to professional development activities and 1 hour 3 times a week for exercise. Tools and strategies for setting priorities. 1. The 80-20 rule. Apply the 80-20 principle by figuring out which 20% of your tasks will result in 80% of the desired outcomes. Focus your energy on these high-impact activities. If networking contributes significantly to career advancement, allocate more time for it. 2. Daily and weekly reviews. Regular reviews help you stay aligned with your goals. At the start or end of each day, review your tasks to ensure you're focusing on your top priorities. The same goes for a weekly review. Keep track of your progress and adjust as needed. 3. Learn to say no. Saying no is a powerful tool. It helps avoid overcommitting and ensures you can devote time to your priorities. Politely decline or defer low-priority tasks. If asked to attend a meeting unrelated to your goals, consider declining or suggesting alternative ways to engage. Handling distractions and staying focused. In a world full of distractions, staying true to your priorities is challenging but crucial. Remember, distractions don't deserve your time if they don't contribute to your goals. Here are a few tips. Create a focused environment. Eliminate unnecessary interruptions. Turn off non-essential notifications. Designate a quiet workspace and inform others of your focus periods. Take regular breaks. To avoid burnout, integrate short breaks into your schedule. Stay committed. Keep reminding yourself why each priority matters. Vision boards, affirmations, or goal journals can increase motivation and keep you grounded. Real-life example. Anna is an aspiring graphic designer with clear goals. To enhance her skills, create a strong portfolio, and secure a job at a top firm. She ranked her priorities and mapped out tasks. Goals ranked. 1. Secure a job. 2. Improve skills. 3. Develop portfolio. Action plan. Morning. Work on updating her portfolio, urgent and important. Afternoon. Watch a tutorial or work on skill-based tasks, important but not urgent. Evening. Networking and applying for jobs, urgent and important. Anna uses the 80-20 rule, focusing on tasks like refining key projects, which result in a strong portfolio that impresses potential employers. Her clarity and focus enable her to secure an excellent job within a few months. Conclusion. Setting priorities right is about clarity, choice, and commitment. Understand what matters most, cut out the less important, and devote your time to impactful activities. This aligns your efforts with your objectives, leading to efficient and rewarding outcomes. When you identify and act on your top priorities, you open the door to achieving more with less. Chapter 6. Enhance productivity with less effort. Enhancing productivity doesn't always mean working harder or longer hours. Instead, it's about being smart with your time and effort. By applying the 80-20 principle, you can learn to do more with less effort, leading to better results and a more balanced life. Let's delve into how you can maximize your productivity efficiently. 1. Focus on high-impact activities. Identify the tasks that contribute most to your goals. Remember, 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Concentrate on high-impact activities that move the needle rather than low-impact tasks that take up time but yield few benefits. Example: if you're a writer, focus on writing new articles or books, which are high-impact activities, rather than just checking and replying to emails all day. 2. Prioritize tasks smartly. Create a list of tasks that need to be done, then prioritize them based on their impact and urgency. Use the Eisenhower matrix to categorize your tasks. Urgent and important. Do these tasks immediately. Important but not urgent. Schedule these tasks. Urgent but not important. Delegate if possible. Not urgent and not important. Eliminate or minimize these tasks. Example: instead of spending your morning on trivial tasks, prioritize a high-impact project that will significantly advance your career or business objectives. 3. Batch similar tasks together. Grouping similar tasks and handling them together can save a lot of time. This reduces the mental effort required to switch between tasks, allowing you to maintain a consistent level of focus and productivity. Example: rather than answering emails throughout the day, designate specific times to check and respond to emails. Similarly, batch your meetings together to ensure that you have uninterrupted blocks of time for focused work. 4. Automate repetitive tasks. Automation can dramatically enhance productivity. Invest time in setting up systems that automate repetitive tasks, allowing you to focus on more critical work. Example: use tools like email filters to sort your inbox, or automate your social media posts with scheduling tools. 5. Use the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique is a time management method that encourages you to work in blocks of focused time, usually 25 minutes, followed by a short break. This method prevents burnout and helps maintain high levels of productivity. Example: set a timer for 25 minutes and fully engage in a task. Once the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break. 6. Leverage technology. Make the most of technology to boost productivity. Use project management tools, productivity apps, and software that help streamline your workflow. Example: tools like Trello can help you keep track of your projects and tasks, while apps like Todoist can assist in managing your to-do lists efficiently. 7. Know when to say no. Taking on too many tasks dilutes your focus and reduces your effectiveness. Learn to say no to requests that do not align with your primary goals. Example: if someone asks you to join a committee or take on an extra project, evaluate whether it will help you achieve your main objectives. If not, it's okay to decline politely. 8. Evaluate and adjust. Regularly assess your productivity methods. What works today might not work tomorrow, so be prepared to tweak and adjust your strategies for consistent improvement. Example: at the end of each week, reflect on what you accomplished. Identify what worked well and areas where you can improve. Adjust your plan for the following week accordingly. Summary: by focusing on high-impact activities, prioritizing tasks, batching similar work, automating repetitive tasks, and leveraging productivity techniques and technology, you can significantly enhance your productivity with less effort. Applying these strategies will help you achieve better results without the burnout, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Remember, working smarter, not harder, is the key to maximizing productivity and making the most out of every day. Chapter 7. Building effective habits. Building good habits is crucial for maintaining the 80-20 principle in the long term. When you have strong, positive habits in place, they guide your behavior effortlessly towards success. This chapter will teach you how to build and sustain habits that drive success and eliminate those that don't. The importance of habits. Habits are the building blocks of our lives. They are the actions we repeatedly perform, often without even thinking. According to studies, roughly 45% of our daily behaviors are driven by habits. This means that nearly half of your life is influenced by actions on autopilot. Imagine what would happen if the majority of your habits were productive and aligned with your goals. You could achieve a lot more with less effort, which is precisely what the 80-20 principle advocates. Start small. Making drastic changes overnight is rarely sustainable. The key is to start small. Pick one habit you want to build and break it down into tiny steps. Example: if you want to build a habit of reading to improve your knowledge, don't aim to read an entire book in one sitting. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Once you've established the routine, gradually increase the time. The 21/90ths rule. Psychologists say it takes about 21 days to create a habit and 90 days to make it a permanent lifestyle change. Focus on maintaining your new habit for 21 days first, and then strive to continue it for 90 days. Example: if you're aiming to exercise regularly, commit to walking for 10 minutes each day for 21 days. After you've succeeded in doing so, aim to sustain this habit for the next 90 days. Identify your triggers. Habits are often initiated by triggers, which can be environmental, emotional, or situational. Identify what prompts your current habits so you can either avoid or leverage these triggers. Example: if you tend to procrastinate on work after checking social media, identify the trigger, for instance, picking up your phone as soon as you wake up. Replace that trigger with something productive, like reading a motivational quote or writing a to-do list. Positive reinforcement. Our brains love rewards. After accomplishing the small steps towards a new habit, reward yourself. Positive reinforcement makes it more likely that you'll stick with the habit. Example: if you consistently finish your daily planned tasks, reward yourself with something small but enjoyable, like a favorite snack or a short episode of your favorite TV show. Replace, don't eliminate. It's often easier to replace a bad habit than to eliminate it outright. Find a constructive behavior that can serve as a substitute. Example: if you have a habit of snacking on unhealthy foods when stressed, replace it by snacking on fruits or nuts instead. You're still snacking, but in a healthier way. Accountability partners. Share your habit-building goals with a friend or family member who can help keep you accountable. This social support can be incredibly motivating. Example: if you're trying to build the habit of daily meditation, share your goal with a friend and check in with each other daily about your progress. Track your progress. Keeping a habit tracker or journal can be incredibly beneficial. Record your efforts and reflect on what's working and what isn't. This boosts your motivation and provides insight into how to improve. Example: use a simple journal or a habit tracking app to log your daily progress. At the end of each week, review your entries and note any patterns or obstacles you encounter. Be patient and persistent. Developing effective habits takes time. You might stumble along the way, but that's okay. What matters most is getting back on track and continuing to strive for consistency. Example: if you miss a day of your new habit, don't be too hard on yourself. Acknowledge it and commit to starting again the next day. Resiliency is key to making your new habit stick. Reflection. Habit building is a journey, not a race. Reflect on your achievements regularly and celebrate small wins. Every step you take towards forming effective habits is a step towards living the 80-20 principle and achieving more with less effort. Exercise. Take a moment now to write down one positive habit you want to build and one negative habit you want to replace. Break it down into the smallest steps possible, identify possible triggers, and figure out ways to reward yourself along the journey. Conclusion. By building effective habits, you streamline your life to work for you, not against you. Each positive habit you form brings you closer to a more balanced, efficient, and fulfilling life in line with the 80-20 principle. Focus on small steps, be patient, and celebrate your progress along the way. Remember, habits shape your destiny, and you have the power to shape your habits. Chapter 8. The Power of Focus. Focus is the ability to concentrate on one thing while blocking out everything else. In our fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. Notifications from our phones, emails, social media updates, and endless to-do lists. Learning to focus can drastically improve your ability to achieve more with less effort. This chapter will explore techniques to strengthen your focus and reduce distractions so you can make meaningful progress toward your goals. The importance of focus. Focus is like a spotlight that illuminates what's important and turns everything else into shadows. When you can focus on what truly matters, you become more efficient and effective. Consider this. If you spend hours scattered across multiple tasks, you will dilute your efforts. But if you focus intensely on just one task, you significantly boost your chances of completing it to the best of your ability. Example. Imagine a student preparing for exams. If they try to study everything at once, they'll likely retain little. But if they focus on one subject at a time, they absorb the material much better and perform well in exams. Techniques to improve focus. 1. Set clear goals. It's easier to focus when you know exactly what you want to achieve. Before starting any task, set specific, measurable goals. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get better at math," say, "I will spend an hour every day practicing algebra problems." 2. Create a to-do list. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Write down your tasks in order of priority. A to-do list can guide you step by step, making it easier to maintain focus on one task at a time. Example. If your goal is to write a book, your to-do list might include tasks like creating an outline, researching topics, and writing a chapter every week. 3. Eliminate distractions. Identify what commonly distracts you and find ways to eliminate or minimize these distractions. This could mean turning off notifications on your phone, finding a quiet place to work, or telling your family members your work hours so they know not to disturb you. Example. If you find social media distracting, consider using apps that block social media sites during your work hours. 4. Employ the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique involves working for a set period, usually 25 minutes, and then taking a short break, 5 minutes. This method helps maintain high levels of focus while giving your brain periodic rests to prevent burnout. Example. Set a timer for 25 minutes and focus entirely on your task. When the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break of about 15-30 minutes. 5. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation can train your brain to stay focused and calm. Spend a few minutes each day meditating to reflect and clear your mind. This practice will help you stay focused even in a noisy environment. Example. Start your day with a simple 5-minute meditation. Sit quietly, close your eyes and focus on your breath. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breathing. 6. Use focus tools and apps. There are many tools and applications designed to enhance focus. Apps like Focus at Will play background music designed to improve concentration, while tools like Trello help keep your tasks organized. Cultivating a focus-friendly environment. Your environment plays a huge role in your ability to focus. Create a space that fosters concentration by keeping it clean and organized. Fill it with items that inspire you and remove anything that could distract you. Example. Set up a dedicated workspace free from household clutter. Arrange your desk with all the supplies you need and add inspirational elements like quotes or photos. The compound effect of focus. When you consistently apply focus techniques, the results compound over time. Small, focused efforts made every day add up to significant achievements. Remember, it's not about working harder but working smarter. Example. Imagine you spend just 10 focused minutes a day learning a new language. Over a year, that adds up to more than 60 hours of solid practice. Conclusion. The power of focus cannot be overstated. It's a crucial skill for leveraging the 80-20 principle allowing you to achieve more with less effort. By setting clear goals, eliminating distractions, and creating a conducive environment, you can sharpen your focus and make meaningful strides toward your goals. Remember, in a world full of noise, focus is your quiet strength. Living a focused life not only helps you achieve your goals, but also brings a sense of fulfillment and balance. As you continue your journey, let focus be your guiding star, leading you to accomplish more with less. This concludes Chapter 8. Stay tuned as we delve into leveraging your strengths in the next chapter. Keep the spotlight on what truly matters, and you'll discover the incredible power of focused effort. Chapter 9. Leveraging your strengths. Understanding your strengths and using them effectively is perhaps one of the most powerful steps you can take to apply the 80-20 principle to your life. This chapter will guide you through identifying your unique abilities and using them to create maximum impact with minimal effort. Understanding your strengths. Strengths are the things you naturally excel at and enjoy doing. They come naturally to you and, when tapped into, can produce significant results with less effort. Example: think about a time when you did something almost effortlessly, and yet it turned out great. Maybe you organized a charity event, and everything fell into place smoothly. Chances are that activity used your strengths. Identifying your strengths. To leverage your strengths, you first need to identify them. Here are a few methods to help you pinpoint your core strengths. 1. Reflect on past successes. Look back on your personal and professional life to identify moments when you felt proud of your achievements. Exercise. Write down 5 successes you've had in your life. Next to each success, note what skills or qualities helped you achieve it. Patterns may emerge, revealing your strengths. 2. Seek feedback. Sometimes others can see our strengths more clearly than we can. Exercise. Ask 3-5 people who know you well, friends, family, colleagues, what they think your strengths are. Their insights can be incredibly revealing. 3. Take strengths assessments. There are many tools available online that can help you identify your strengths. Example: the Gallup Strengths Finder is one such tool that many people find helpful. Aligning strengths with the 80-20 principle. Once you've identified your strengths, you can begin to align them with the 80-20 principle. Remember, the 80-20 principle states that roughly 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Your strengths likely lie within that productive 20%. Example: suppose you're a graphic designer and you excel in creativity, but struggle with tedious administrative tasks. By focusing on your creative strengths, you might produce outstanding designs that bring in the majority of your income, while administrative work may yield little benefit. Leveraging your strengths for maximum impact. To maximize results with minimal effort, focus on tasks and projects that align with your strengths. Here's how. 1. Prioritize high-impact activities. Look at your list of strengths and the activities that use them. Prioritize these tasks in your daily life. Example: if communication is one of your strengths, prioritize activities like networking, speaking engagements, or writing. 2. Delegate or eliminate weakness-based tasks. Tasks that play to your weaknesses are likely part of the trivial many. Delegate them if possible or eliminate them. Example: if you're not good at numbers, consider hiring a bookkeeper instead of struggling with your accounting. 3. Continue developing your strengths. Just because you're naturally good at something doesn't mean you can't get better at it. Exercise. Invest time in further developing your strengths by taking courses, reading books, or seeking mentorship in those areas. Combining strengths to create synergy. When you combine multiple strengths, you can create a synergy where the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. Example: if you're good at both project management and creative thinking, You can combine these skills to lead a successful marketing campaign that's both well-organized and innovative. Real-life examples of leveraging strengths. Consider the story of Steve Jobs. He wasn't an engineer, but he had a keen sense for design and user experience. By focusing on his strengths and surrounding himself with talented engineers, he led Apple to create groundbreaking products. Another example. Oprah Winfrey leveraged her natural abilities in communication and empathy to become one of the most influential media moguls in the world. Final thoughts. Identifying and leveraging your strengths allow you to work smarter, not harder. By focusing on what you do best, you can achieve extraordinary results with less effort, fully embracing the essence of the 80-20 principle. Action step. Make a plan to spend more time on activities that utilize your strengths and less on those that don't. Track your progress and notice how your productivity and satisfaction improve. By recognizing and harnessing your unique abilities, you're well on your way to achieving greater success and fulfillment in your life, making every effort count in the most meaningful way. Chapter 10. Creating a supportive environment. Creating a supportive environment is one of the most crucial steps toward achieving any goal. A well-crafted environment can make your journey much smoother, making it easier for you to apply the 80-20 principle in every aspect of your life. Let's explore how you can build an environment that supports your goals and ambitions. Understanding a supportive environment. A supportive environment consists of both your physical surroundings and the relationships you maintain. The idea is to create conditions that foster growth, focus, and productivity. Think of it as the fertile soil that allows your goals to take root and flourish. Physical surroundings. First, let's look at your physical environment. This can be your home, your workspace, or anywhere you spend a significant amount of time. 1. Declutter your space. Example. Imagine working at a desk piled high with papers, empty coffee cups, and random objects. Distracting, right? Now think about a clean, organized desk. You'll probably feel much more focused and ready to tackle your tasks. Tip. Spend 15 minutes each day organizing your primary work area. Keep only essential items on your desk and store other items neatly. 2. Create inspiration corners. Example. Think of a corner in your room or office where you put up motivational quotes, success pictures, or any item that inspires you to work harder. Tip. Dedicate a small area for your inspiration corner. Fill it with things that motivate you when you look at them. 3. Functional layout. Example. Let's say you need to get up and walk across the room to pick up a file every time. That's distracting and time-consuming. Instead, arrange your desk so crucial items are within arm's reach. Tip. Think about what you need most often and organize it in a way that minimizes time and effort. Social environment. A supportive social environment involves having positive, encouraging relationships that uplift and propel you toward your goals. 1. Surround yourself with motivators. Example. Recall a time when someone's words or actions motivated you to do better. That's the power of having motivators around you. Tip. Spend more time with people who encourage and inspire you and less with those who bring negativity. 2. Seek mentorship. Example. Think about a teacher, coach, or senior colleague who guided you and the impact it had on your life. Tip. Approach someone you respect and ask if they'd mentor you. The wisdom and advice from someone experienced can be a game changer. 3. Create accountability partnerships. Example. Imagine trying to lose weight on your own versus having a workout buddy who checks in on your progress and motivates you. Tip. Partner with someone who has similar goals and hold each other accountable. This makes the journey more engaging and less solitary. Emotional climate. Your emotional climate is an invisible yet powerful part of your environment. 1. Foster positivity. Example: think of how uplifting it feels to hear words of encouragement when you're down. Tip: practice positive self-talk and avoid negative thinking traps. Compliment yourself on small achievements. 2. Manage stress. Example: remember a day when stress overwhelmed you and how it defeated your productivity. Now think of a day when you felt calm and focused. Tip: incorporate practices like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or short walks to manage stress efficiently. 3. Develop emotional intelligence. Example: consider a situation where someone's emotional outburst created a problem. Now think about how remaining emotionally intelligent could have diffused the situation. Tip: practice empathy and self-awareness to manage your emotions better and interact positively with others. Digital environment. In today's digital age, our online world can also significantly impact our real-life productivity and mental state. 1. Digital declutter. Example: think of your cluttered email inbox versus a well-organized one where it's easy to spot essential messages. Sound tip: unsubscribe from unnecessary emails and delete or archive non-essential messages to keep things tidy. 2. Mindful consumption. Example: recall a time when scrolling through social media drained your time and energy versus a time you spent online learning something new. Tip: be deliberate about the content you consume online. Follow profiles and channels that inspire and educate you. Putting it all together. Creating a supportive environment is not a one-time task but an ongoing process. You need to continually adjust both your physical and social environments to align with your evolving goals. Action steps. 1. Assess your current environment. Take a day to observe what's working and what's not in both your physical spaces and social circles. 2. Plan your changes. Write down specific changes you can make to create a more supportive environment. 3. Implement gradually. Don't overwhelm yourself with changes. Implement them one at a time and notice how each modification impacts your productivity and mindset. By crafting a supportive environment, you're laying a solid foundation upon which you can build your goals. Remember, the more aligned your environment, the easier it will be to apply the 80-20 principle and streamline your journey to success. Chapter 11. Applying the 80-20 principle to relationships. Relationships, the heart of life. Relationships are the foundation of our lives. They give us joy, a sense of belonging, and often support us through challenging times. Yet not all relationships are created equal. Applying the 80-20 principle to your relationships can significantly enhance the quality of your social connections and overall happiness. The 80-20 principle in relationships. The 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle, suggests that 80% of our happiness and fulfillment come from just 20% of our relationships. These are our vital few connections that deeply enrich our lives. Conversely, the remaining 80% of our relationships often contribute only 20% to our overall well-being and may consume disproportionate amounts of time and energy. Identify your vital few. Start by identifying the relationships that truly matter. Ask yourself, who consistently brings joy, encouragement, and support to my life? With whom do I feel most myself and relaxed? Who challenges me positively and helps me grow? Make a list of these people. These are your 20%, the relationships worth nurturing and prioritizing. Example: consider Sarah, who has a close-knit group of friends. Out of her 10 friends, she finds that 3 of them, Jess, Mia, and Alex, are the ones who truly uplift her. They are her confidants, cheerleaders, and partners in fun adventures. These friends are her vital few. Manage the trivial many. Next, take a closer look at the relationships that fall into the other 80%. These might be people who drain your energy, add stress, or contribute little to your happiness. It doesn't mean they are bad relationships, just that they don't need as much focus. To manage these relationships, 1. Set boundaries. Limit the time and emotional investment you give to these connections. 2. Focus on quality. When you do interact, make the most out of the time without overcommitting. 3. Let go if necessary. Some relationships may have run their course. It's okay to gently distance yourself from them. Example: Sarah realizes she spends a lot of time with some acquaintances who often gossip and bring negativity into her life. To reallocate her time, she decides to gradually spend less time with them and more with her vital few. Quality time over quantity. Spending more time with your vital relationships doesn't necessarily mean clocking hours. Quality trumps quantity here. Engaging in meaningful conversations, sharing experiences, and being there through thick and thin deepens the bond. Example: Sarah, Jess, Mia, and Alex start a monthly book club where they read motivational books and discuss their insights. This not only brings them closer, but also contributes to their personal growth. Communicate effectively. Open, honest communication is the cornerstone of strong relationships. Share your thoughts, feelings, and appreciate your close connections. Let them know their importance in your life. Example: Sarah expresses her gratitude to Jess, Mia, and Alex for being such integral parts of her life. This fortifies their bond and enhances mutual understanding and appreciation. Leverage group synergies. Sometimes your vital few can form a supportive community. Encouraging them to know each other better and strengthen interconnections can create a powerful network. Example: Sarah organizes a small weekend retreat for Jess, Mia, Alex, and a couple of other mutual friends. It fosters a sense of group support and collective growth. Balance and self-reflection. Remember, relationships are dynamic. Regularly reflect on whether your time and energy allocations still align with your values and priorities. Continue to focus on nurturing the relationships that matter most. Example: once every few months, Sarah assesses her relationships to ensure she is still investing in those that are most beneficial and fulfilling. Conclusion: in applying the 80-20 principle to your relationships, you will find more joy, support, and growth. By focusing on the 20% of connections that bring the most value, while managing or minimizing the impact of the rest, you'll create a more fulfilling and balanced social life. Finally, remember that relationships are not just about receiving, but equally about giving. Be the 20% in someone else's 80-20 principle. Uplift, support, and enrich the lives of those you care about. Your relationships shape your journey. Make sure they are the right ones. Chapter 12. Living a Balanced Life. Introduction. The importance of balance. As we come to the final chapter of our journey, it's essential to understand that while achieving success is important, maintaining balance in life is equally crucial. The 80-20 principle can help us not only achieve more, but also ensure that we live fulfilling, harmonious lives. Balance means giving the right amount of attention and care to different areas of our lives: work, family, health, and personal growth. It involves managing our responsibilities and pleasures in a way that one doesn't overshadow the others. Let's explore how we can use the 80-20 principle to live a balanced life. 1. Balance in your professional life. In our careers, it's easy to become consumed by work in the pursuit of success. But true success includes maintaining health, relationships, and personal well-being too. The 80-20 principle teaches us that 20% of our work often accounts for 80% of our results. Recognize those critical tasks and focus on them. This will allow you more time and energy to spend on other significant aspects of your life. Example: Jane realized that by focusing on high-impact projects at work and delegating less important tasks, she could leave the office earlier and spend more time with her family and on hobbies she loved. 2. Prioritizing personal relationships. Personal relationships are the cornerstone of a balanced life. The same principle applies here. 20% of your relationships might bring you 80% of your joy and support. Focus on deepening these valuable relationships and investing time in the people who truly matter. Example: John found that spending quality time with a few close friends and family members was far more rewarding than trying to maintain superficial relationships with many. 3. Health and well-being. Your health is your wealth. Apply the 80-20 principle to your health by focusing on the key habits that bring significant benefits. This could include regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and mindfulness practices. Example: Sarah decided to focus on running, yoga, and eating more vegetables. These few habits significantly improved her energy levels and mental clarity, providing overall health benefits. 4. Emotional and mental balance. Stress can unbalance even the most well-ordered life. Understand and address the root causes of 80% of your stress by identifying the 20% of issues creating it. Practice self-care, whether it's through meditation, hobbies, or simply taking time to relax and unwind. Example: Mark identified that most of his stress came from tight deadlines. By planning ahead and saying no to non-essential tasks, he managed his stress more effectively. 5. Pursuing personal growth. Continual learning and personal development are vital for a fulfilling life. But you don't need to fill your schedule with endless courses and activities. Identify the few critical areas for improvement and focus on them. Example: Lisa realized that honing her public speaking skills would significantly impact her career. She decided to join a local speaking club, which provided immense benefits without overwhelming her schedule. 6. Recreation and leisure. Recreation and leisure are often pushed aside in our busy lives, but they are essential for a balanced life. Identify the activities that bring you the most joy and relaxation. Dedicate time to these activities regularly. Example: Paul loved painting, which he found incredibly relaxing. By spending just an hour each evening on his artwork, he maintained a joyful balance in his daily routine. Conclusion: striking a harmonious balance. Living a balanced life is about making conscious choices and focusing on what truly matters. The 80-20 principle is an invaluable tool in achieving this balance. By identifying the vital few and eliminating the trivial many in every area of your life, you can focus your energy on what brings you the most success and happiness. Remember, true success is not about constant hustle, but about finding harmony and well-being in every aspect of life. Apply the 80-20 principle to live more purposefully and enjoyably, ensuring that your journey is both successful and balanced. Now go forth and create a life that thrives on balance and fulfillment. I want to thank you for dedicating your time to this powerful journey of motivation and transformation. Here at Motive Mystic, our mission is to inspire positivity and ignite a spirit of resilience that makes the world a better place for us all. If this audiobook has uplifted you or sparked a flame of inspiration, imagine the impact it could have on others. We invite you to join our community of motivated individuals by subscribing to our channel. Don't keep this incredible journey to yourself. Share this video with your friends, family, and anyone you believe could benefit from a boost of motivation and positive energy. Together, we can create ripples of change that reach far and wide. Thank you for being a part of our vision and mission.